Hello guys, this is Gavyn.
Hey guys.
From Start Afresh Personal Training and Alex from BodyFit Physiotherapy. We're just going to talk to you about this interesting topic. Weight loss exercises when you're actually suffering from knee pain. It is something that keeps coming up quite a lot, particularly in my clinic, that I see a lot of. Patients come to me with knee pain, but they might be involved in a bit of running, a bit of cycling, other sort of types of physical activities to keep themselves fit and healthy and to kind of keep the weight down. But once you're injured, particularly when it affects your legs, in this case your knee, it's quite difficult to keep up with your normal training routine because obviously you can't run, sometimes you have difficulty walking, sometimes you have difficulty cycling, so your options are a little bit limited. And a lot of people get frustrated that they're actually starting to gain extra weight and they're getting unfit. All the hard work that you possibly put in before, all of a sudden you're at risk of losing all that. Okay, so today we're going to talk about what your options are, what other alternative exercises you can actually do if you are suffering from knee pain. Now, we say knee pain because a lot of the time you may not actually know what's wrong with your knee. So there could be a meniscus problem, there could be a ligament problem, there could be a runner's knee. So what we're going to discuss today is more like a general knee pain. So we assume that you may not know exactly what's going on at this stage. But saying that, I think it's very important that you do get professional advice. So what we're going to share with you today, it doesn't replace the need for you to actually go and see a physio or a doctor. So you still need to do that, but we're going to give you some guidance in terms of what you can do to keep the weight off. All right?
Cool. So, obviously, from my point of view as well, I haven't been really overweight myself, but having lots of knee problems. Obviously, we're really good, qualified to speak about this topic today. And what I found is that just because you've got a knee problem doesn't mean you can't still keep your weight off. There are other exercises that you can do to do it. So, like I said, we've broken it all down into three sort of categories, and we'll just go through it now. So, I'll just kick off with the first one. So the first one we'll just do is mild knee pain, okay? So you might just get aches and creaks and everything else. And some of the best things that you can do for obviously fat loss as well is to do some static squats. Now squats are such a good exercise for helping you burn fat simply because they're a massive muscle group. The quads itself are 4 muscles, then you've got the hamstrings, the glutes, the core, everything comes into play when you do the static squat. If you can do like weighted squats like barbells and dumbbell squats, then you're going to use a lot more energy up during the squat. Therefore, you can absolutely lose some weight with the knee pain. Second one again, we've got cycling. Okay, really, really good. When you're looking at this, you're looking at more cardiovascular type work, and obviously it's not that load bearing, so you still get a good calorie burn doing it. And if you've got mild knee pain, cycling is actually really, really good for you to help strengthen that joint in itself. Then we're going to look at your upper body stuff. So it could be like for me when I had my knee surgeries and stuff, I still came to the gym. And what I did, I used some of the machines in the gym to sit down, and you can do all the pushing and pulling, you still work in big muscle groups. So if I just can demonstrate Alex quickly, just here on Alex. Okay, so if you look at Alex's back, all this is all muscle back there. They're huge muscle, muscle groups. So you've got the lats, you've got the rhomboids and traps up here, where you've got pulling using the biceps. If you turn on the front, obviously you've got the whole chest, you've got the core, there's still massive muscle groups. And if you start working those muscle groups, you're going to get a big calorie burn and you're going to still burn lots of energy to help you lose some weight. And again, in Alex and I discussed the cross trainer. So the cross trainer is a load bearing exercise on your knee. But what's good about it, you can actually add this as well, is that you don't have to bend your knees super low. And if you've got knee pain in the sort of bottom ranges, then a cross trainer might be quite good because you're not bending your knees so low. What do you reckon about it?
Yeah, well, so obviously none of these exercises should be causing pain. That's the most important thing. So static squats, sometimes even with mild pain you could still experience some pain, and in this case don't do it. So if you have pain while exercising, don't do it. Cross trainer, with mild knee pain, you may be able to get away with it, so you just give it a try. If it hurts, stop doing it. But a lot of the time, because it's very low impact, as opposed to running or walking, because every time you put your foot down when you're running or you're walking, there's a lot of force going through your leg. With cross trainer, there's very little. Okay, so a lot of the time you might find cross training to be quite effective in terms of weight loss, but at the same time, it's not going to aggravate your knee either. So we're going to go into moderate knee injuries. So this may include things like mild knee ligament sprains, meniscus injuries. Generally speaking, cycling is a good idea. So most of the time you actually, not only cycling is good as weight loss, like Gavyn said, it's also good for strengthening your thigh muscles, which then actually helps to rehab your knee as well. So cycling is definitely a good option, but again, it should be pain-free. Okay, so if there's any pain cycling, don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think Gavyn covered the upper body exercises. So with the weight loss, if you're doing upper body exercise, you probably want to go for the higher reps and lower weight.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So what kind of sets of?
Yeah, so it depends what's comfortable. So, sets of about 15 are really good. You find your heart rate start to go. You can do more than that if you want to, but it becomes quite difficult, and sometimes for some people it gets quite uncomfortable. So you obviously want to be a comfortable sort of exercise. So yeah, about 12 to 15 reps is good. When you're looking at failure points, okay, you do want to be challenging yourself. You don't want to just come in the gym, do about 15 and walk off. It does need to be challenging as well. The whole idea is losing weight, and you need to obviously make it a little bit uncomfortable, but not too much. That's probably about rough guidelines for that, really.
Cool. And core work. So basically, you can do a number of exercises for your abdominal and back area that doesn't involve putting weight on your leg. I guess so. As long as you're not standing and as long as you're not kneeling, you should find most abdominal exercise quite comfortable.
Yeah, that's right. Cool.
So that could include sit-ups, crunches.
Yeah. Planks as well. Planks are good.
Yes, I think occasionally you may with planks because you're on your toes.
Like giving you
have a try. It probably will be okay most of the time, but yeah.
Alright, and then we're looking at severe stuff, okay? So if you've got severe knee pain, from experience, it's really hard to even get up off the couch or whatever else, and that is probably where you need to see somebody. You need to come and speak to Alex or another professional. But then you're kind of limited to what you can do. So again, we still do the upper body stuff, still really important. I mean, when my leg was still in a kind of a cast, I used to just sit in the machines and push, and it was comfortable to do it. Again, core work when you're lying down, really important. But also as well, which was really awesome, was some of the pool work. And when Alex helped me rehab my knee, we went to the pool in Lord Elsmore. And I tell you what, it's a lot more challenging than you actually give it credit for. Certainly some of the bring the legs back and forth, wasn't it, far up. Yeah. And also get a cardiovascular workout. So when you're walking, doing laps of the pool, the resistance of the water is actually causing your heart rate to speed up a little bit because it's quite hard. But you're not getting the loading impact on your knee to make it even harder. So that's really one of the number one things I would do. Certainly if fat loss is your game, because obviously you need to burn calories, and it's all about calories to lose weight. So yeah.
But especially with severe pain, make sure you get diagnosis on it first.
Yeah,
so go and see a doctor or physio.
Yeah.
Don't just go and start doing core exercises. If you hurt yourself playing rugby or whatever it is yesterday, make sure you know what's going on before you start exercising it. So yeah, those are the options for weight loss exercises if you have knee pain.
Yeah, like I guess the take home is, guys, is that if you have got knee pain or any other kind of pain, whether it be shoulder or arms or wherever else, that you can actually still do things to help you lose weight. You don't have to think you can't do anything. There are options. Alex and I together, as we spoke about before, we do work together a lot. And come and see us. We'll help you out. We'll get you through it. And there's absolutely something you can do. There's absolutely a plan that will fit regardless of your knee or joint issues, and when we get you back nice and fit and healthy again.
And what you also said about if you are injured, you probably won't do as many exercises as you would have otherwise. Yeah. So you really need to pay more attention to your nutrition, what you're actually putting inside your body. Yeah. You have to be a little bit stricter on yourself during this time.
Yeah, exactly right.
But if you have any questions, give us maybe click the like or just get in touch with us. I'll be happy to help.
All good, guys. See you later.